Hey guys, I miss you so much. I hope you are enjoying your winter break. I have another activity for you to do today. Today I am going to make some salt dough ornaments. They're really easy. You need 3 ingredients, but you need to use the oven, so you'll need to have some grown-up help. And they also take a really long time because they have to cook. So you're going to need flour, salt, and water. You're going to need a bowl, a measuring cup, a spoon, and then you'll need a cookie cutter if you want to make it a fun shape, or you can use a knife or a pizza cutter. I don't have a cookie cutter, so I'm going to use a glass. And then you're going to need a rolling pin to roll it out flat. Sometimes when my mom didn't have a rolling pin, she would use a glass that was smooth and she could roll it out. So the first thing that we are going to do is we need 2 cups of flour. And then you need a half a cup of salt. And my measuring cup is a full cup, so I'm just going to watch for it to be halfway full. Okay, we have about a half a cup of salt. And then we're going to dump in 3/4 of a cup of water. So that line with the 3 and the 4, that means 3/4 of a cup. And then we're going to mix all of our ingredients together until it makes a dough. And then when the dough starts to form, you can use your hands and knead it together. So finish mixing it up. If it stays too wet, you can add in some more flour. And if it's too stiff, you can add in a little bit more water. You're going to have to preheat your oven to 250 degrees. That's a 2, a 5, and a 0. And you can turn on your oven before you start making your dough. That way it's nice and hot when you're ready to put them in there. So my dough is pretty thick. It's not super sticky, so I think it's pretty good. Another thing that you can do with your dough that I'm going to do, you can add some color in it to make it fun and festive. So since red is a Christmas color, I am going to add some red food coloring. Just add a couple little dots. Then we'll mix it up. You might have to add some more in there. These are super fun. You can do them and you can make different shapes and you can paint them, or you can put your handprints on them. You can write your name in them. You can do whatever you want and make them special for you and your family. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of dough. It looks like my ornaments might be a little bit pink. So, oh yeah, I forgot. You're also going to need, if you want to help keep your countertop or your table clean, you can use some plastic wrap to put your dough in when you roll it out. That's what I'm going to do. You're going to want some help with Mom and Dad to do this because the edge of it is very sharp, so you want to be careful. I'm just going to get a big piece of it here. I'm just going to have to scoot over. So you're going to take a little bit of your dough and you'll put it just down inside your plastic wrap and fold it over. And then you need your rolling pin. You'll use your rolling pin and then you're just going to roll out the dough until it's nice and flat and even. Oh no. Kind of looks like a candy cane. So then once it's nice and flat, you can use your cookie cutter and you can cut out your shapes. So you'll want it to be between 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch thick. And my rolling pin has little measures on the side, so it will tell you how thick it is. So after you roll it out, take your cookie cutter or your glass or your pizza cutter. You can cut out your shapes. You don't want to eat this because it's made with salt and it's very salty and it's not very good for you. And it won't taste very good either. So, and if they're big enough, you can put your handprint in there, or you can draw a picture or make them into snowmen or whatever you decided you wanted to do. I am going to put my pet's footprint in it. And then once you're ready to put it in the oven, you're going to want to poke a hole in the top so you can put a ribbon on it and then hang it up. Uh-oh. And then they will go in the oven at 250 degrees and you will bake them for 2 hours. For about 2 hours. Check them a little bit before that and make sure they're not getting burnt. And then you'll want to take them out and let them cool. And once they're all cool, you can paint them and hang them on your tree or hang them wherever you want. You can wrap them up and make them a present and give them to somebody. I got my kitty. We're going to put his little paw print. Whoop. Oh no, now it's all sticky. He didn't like that very much. So now I have a paper clip and I'm going to write his name on here. I don't know how good you can see it, but there's Mr. Walt's Christmas ornament. And now it's going to go in the oven. And I'll cook it and I'll show it to you when it's all done.